This one feels like a job interview.
No, it's fine. Don't worry, you're hired.
Thank you, good.
Rufus, your portrayal of Obergruppenführer John Smith
Well done, saying
is
that.
both. Ich spreche Deutsch. Is both chilling and human.
Yes.
As he is extremely loyal to his government, to his role, but also he loves his family unbelievably. He's very human.
Yeah.
What are some of the themes that you look forward to exploring, or maybe that you've already explored, in season 2 that you can talk about? For example, we see the humanity of him with his going through with his son and his illness and whatever that ended up being, however that came to be. Because I don't think we see that resolution there. So, what are you looking forward to exploring from this character?
Well, I mean, as an actor, I would say I prefer to play people who don't know what's going on. You know, there's not a lot of appeal for me to play the guy who knows. You know, and because my character is someone who seems to know a lot, I like the idea of him being off-center and having conflict and having shit thrown at him. You know, and to be tested and, you know. For me, what's interesting is there's like two different stories. There's the stories of his ascendancy in the Nazi world, and at the same time, his growing, inevitable, whether it's expressed or not, belief that he has committed himself to something that is destroying the very thing he was trying to protect, his family. I don't believe he is without doubts about his commitment to the Nazis. I think in episode 6 of season 1, his friend Wegener tries to get him to talk out loud about when they were at the camps. And they weren't at the camps as exterminating guards. They were brought in to help and witnessed something that they didn't know was going on that had a profound effect on both of them. Wegener dealt with it one way. Smith, because he'd already committed his family, was already quite high up in that world, made the decision, I think, unconsciously, whatever, to just hold the mask on tighter. Because the idea that he could open it up to let the light in would make everything fall apart. So he has that vehemency of the doubting fundamentalist. There's a lot of dirt under there. And that makes him dangerous, but it also makes him potentially volatile, it makes him vulnerable. So there's two stories. The story of him going higher and higher up as if he could, in the eyes of the Führer, etc., whilst at the same time the thing that he wants above all to protect is potentially going to be destroyed by that same thing. So for me there's a lot of potential there. We haven't reached, you know, it's a slow story. But that's where it's interesting, that conflict.
Thank you. What can you tease about the situation with his son for season 2? Is there more to come that he deals with?
There's more to come. It's an interesting storyline. Yeah, and it's not quickly resolved.
Does he feel utterly betrayed by Joe?
Well, you're supposing you don't know what he expects and what he doesn't expect. The thing about Smith is you don't quite know what he's thinking. You know, it may suit him to be betrayed. Doesn't mean he didn't plan it. Doesn't mean he did plan it. He might have. But he knows. He's not a fool. I mean, my methodology is, would I spot it? And if I would spot it, he'd be sure as shit he would. So if someone's like lying to me, they're not going to make it. If someone's like, you know, anything that a human being would spot, he can spot and more. Because, you know, if you're watching a TV show and someone doesn't notice something that you notice, they're a fucking idiot. I change the channel. I go, you know, oh, you're going into the attic again, are you? Goodbye. You know, and that's the test I apply. If it doesn't pass the channel changer test, you know. So I just think he's a very, very smart person. And if a normal smart person would expect someone like Joe to get suspicious and do a certain thing, then it's not necessarily going to take him. It's not going to hit him by surprise. That's all I'm saying.
Thank you.